Trace FM, fast with the hits. Yeah, man. Good, sir. How you doing?
Good, man.
You're the most consistent person in this show, I've got to tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
You. That's a big compliment.
It's a massive compliment. Why? When I say consistent, because you've been on this show, this is your third time. And also, it's every single time you drop a song, you're consistent, right?
I have to.
So you've been dropping music. Unajua kuna wase ukuja kwa studio, they drop a song alafu pap, 5 years later. Wanakuambia, hey, iko kwa pipeline.
In this day and age, manze, you can't toboa hivyo.
You can't toboa? I like that you're hungry.
Thank you.
That is very important. You know, you being consistent shows that there's hunger and there's also discipline. Hi, kabla tuingie 9 o'clock, tell me, how have you been, man? What's up? What's different? What's going on? Leo umekuja na suti kwanza?
Yeah, bro, tumenona siku hizi, so you have to hide these two nyamas. You know, so we've been working, bana. We've been working. Just like you've said, we have a new drop.
Yes.
And this time we really went hard. Like, I'm really proud of this vida. I think this has to be my favorite one. I think.
So your favorite video?
Oh yeah.
That's
easily.
far. Like your whole career, 100%.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say this is my favorite one. Okay, in terms of like the vision, what we wanted to like pull off, we managed to do the whole thing the way we wanted it to. So like I'm really proud of it, because you know most video shoots you go and you kind of do what you can. You know. This time around, we were able to do everything we wanted.
Okay.
So I was proud of it.
Okay, I'm a bit biased because, of course, I think you know by now my favorite music video. It's gonna be my favorite music. My favorite music video from the man Steph Kapela has most definitely got to be Exposure, because you and I are in it. Yes. Yeah. We made a small cameo. I think that's the only cameo or second cameo I've ever done. Yeah.
Man, we're privileged.
We're privileged. I love it. Alright, so mziki ndio hiyo. We're going to be talking about it in the next hour. Of course, hold tight. I love it when MCs send me a song, and I've not listened to it, so it's going to be real reactions, right? I've just seen snippets of the video on Instagram. Shout going out to Erica and Rono, who are actually featured in the video. I know that's a very voluptuous music video.
It is.
Yeah. LL Cool J. You know, he paved the way for like what you do. Yeah.
We had to be like, from gangster rap into like sexy. Kind of, talk to the ladies type of rap.
You know, what's interesting, right? So the song 21 Questions on the album Get Rich or Die Trying, right? So Dr. Dre, who was obviously on production on the album, actually didn't want for it to be there.
Yeah,
he didn't. He never wanted it. He wanted a heavy, gory, this is Dr. Dre from the days of NWA. But here's how the song came about, right? So 50 Cent was in the car with this young lady, right? And this young lady was listening to, how you could be on the radio, right? And LL was playing. And this lady was just like, singing along, liking it, what. So 50 goes like, hold up, you like you like LL?
Yeah.
And the lady was like, yeah, LL makes good music, right? Which is hard and also soft, but it's good for the ladies.
Right.
And that is how the song 21 Questions came to be about. Why I'm saying all of this is because you're one of those very talented individuals who can rap and can sing. So who were some of the influences that got you into that?
To be honest, when I was growing up loving R&B.
Yeah.
I was really into, first when I was a kid kabisa, when I didn't even understand what I was singing. Akina Tevin Campbell, akina Joe, akina
Jodeci.
But I think when I was really now starting to get into music, like for as myself.
Yeah.
Akina Neo, akina Ja Rule was a big influence, bro. People don't give him his flowers.
You know, Ja Rule dipped into that bag.
And he did well. Like
very well.
Ja Rule was big. Ja Rule was Drake now. Like at the time Ja Rule was like literally on, he was like Drake.
You know, I was watching. I've got to give flowers to Ja Rule. I was watching an interview with Fat Joe a couple of days ago, and Fat Joe was saying, listen, this is after Big Pun had died. So him and Big Pun used to be all close and everything, songs together, and everyone was like, Pun's gone, you're gone, right? And he and Ja Rule started making music together. Right? And then he went on to give us songs like Lean Back after he'd gone through that whole deep and come back up again. So, Ja Rule's quite the one, man. I've got mad props. Now, since we're talking R&B, who are some of the cuts that you like their melodious sounds right here in the 254?
Nyash has to be the first one, and even though Nyash was like, I think the Nyash of Klepto, after Klepto had done nini, after ilikuwa imeshaangusha nini, tuendele ama tusiendele, that's when they started switching up to si lazima useme mwenyewe najua nina mademu akishua. So like that Nyash in particular, and then also even Akina Isa at the time was starting to do like boom boom ba, boom 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 ba. So melodious rap was really starting to make its way into like our Kenyan consciousness, as artists and stuff. So those were some of the earlier but at the time also I remember I was so much into like foreign music and stuff. Like I was very much looking at Neo, Mario, those are the guys who I used to like.
Oh my God, so sick.
Yeah. Hey, Kwanzaa so sick. I know that song like back to back mpaka wa leo.
Hey. So sick. Let me tell you, So Sick is one of those songs that I am sick of, right? Because manze pale the beat, manze shall going out to DJ Pinye, manze walikuwa meicheza.
Kabisa.
Hey. Also for me, man, So Sick, of course, Neo, that was actually on his first album.
Right.
Yosi didn't lipa kamrembo fulani pale manze. Hey, it was like, yo,
so you have a personal story attached.
Alafu akaniacha bana. What? Manze Neo
Taliban.
But let me ask you this. I don't think I've ever asked you this. We talk about music a lot, but tell me this. Describe to me, what does music do for you?
For me, it's freedom. I think it's the one thing that I've always done. I did it for free. I do it when I get paid. I'll still do it if I never get paid again. For me, it's the one thing that's been the most consistent thing in my life. Like, I don't think there's anything or anyone that has been there for me as much as music has. And this is since I'd like to say maybe 9-10 years old.
Wow. 9-10?
Yeah. Man, I went through some weird ordeal when I was 11, yeah? So when I was 11, for some reason, mi mpaka leo madhu sema ni mapepo, nika nilirogwa. But when I was 11, I quit school.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a bad kid.
This is primary school?
This is primary school,
How you quitting primary school, bro?
Fam, mi hata misijui. I don't know. But I quit school, and I think I was going through something mentally. And I honestly don't... I can't put it in a box that makes sense. But during that time, I used to take weird long walks, bro. I'd walk from South Sea all the way to City Cabanas solo.
Hey.
And I don't know why I used to do that, but all the while singing. I'd just be singing. I'd be people would pass me thinking I'm crazy.
So ukona walkman ama unaimba tu kivyako?
Kiviangu, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's not possession. That's talent going through your blood.
I don't know what was happening, but 2 years later, on and off. But 2 years later, I went back to chuo. But nilikuwa nimeombiwa na mapasta wote, nimechapwa na maanko, nani.
Steph, you're kidding me. So 2 years later, you dropped out. You only class 7 or something like that?
No. That was getting into class 6 now. Now I was going into class 6. So after faster maybe.
Bro, I've got so many questions. Yeah. Your parents let you stay home for 2 years.
It was okay. I was a bad kid, bro.
No, bro.
I was terrible. Nilichapwa.
With African parents.
Okay, first of all, Mzaya ako area.
Okay.
Mzaya was familia ingine.
Yes.
But madhe alinichapa, akaboeka kunichapa, akanitia maanti, wakanichapa, wakanipiga lecture, wakaniombea, wakaboeka, wakaenda. Pastors came through. Even my principal from the Raima I was in.
Yeah.
Akakuja akanibeba, akaniambia vaa uniform, nikavalishwa, nikavaa. Nikaingizwa ndani alikuwa na kapijo tuka 504.
Simba.
Akanieka ndani, tukaenda chuo. The next day I didn't go back. It was an on and off thing. I don't know. Bro, I was just terrible. I was a terrible
Steph,
kid.
let me tell you, I am finding this so hard to comprehend. Because me wacha nikuambie.
Yeah.
At that age, mi nitaingizwa shule every single day. They're like, listen, we don't care. You're going to be on that school bus every day. Weka utaki kuingia darasa, sawa, but you're at school.
We did all that. Ile mpaka nashikwa mkono napelekwa chuo, break time, I'm out.
Where?
I used to find ways. And then this was the thing about South Sea where we stayed. Those houses were zilikuwa za gava. And gava na ma shortcuts. So what they used to do was they would number their keys, right?
Okay,
they would number the keys, but like a corresponding key number to another house
can open.
Can open any door.
Yes.
So si watoi tulikuwa tusha discover hiyo kitu, because kids, a lot of paros ni locks good stuff in their bedrooms and whatever. Yes. So unaenda unaomba tu mseki ya nini ya kejao, unakuja unafungua, una get Kenya unataka, ukimaliza unarudisha unafunga. So we used to do stuff like that. So even if I'd be locked out the house, even if they'd lock the house and be like, okay, sawa, enda, I see me, I'd come back, find a key from someone else and let myself in.
Damn.
Na maisha inaendelea.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just locking in, that is the story of Steph Kapela, one of South Sea's finest, evidently. Yes. Aya, sawa, we're about to get into this new song. It's called Kalesa Na Leather. You know now, venye nimecheki title, Kalesa. Kumbe ni juli kona pigaga mguu.
Hey, Buddha. Hey, I have interesting stories, but I have a ton.
You know what we need to do next week, early in the week, right? We're going to get you on the GMT podcast. Hapo tunaweza ongea bila any, holding back and all of that. That should be a very interesting one. Tell me about this song. You've already said that the music video is something that you enjoyed making, right? One of your best music videos, if it's not already the best. Tell me about this song.
First of all, shout outs to Ivan Odi, Calivan Creatives, because it always starts there, because homie really looks out for like quality. Like quality is his best. That's the thing that he goes for every video. Yeah. So we were able to get like a bunch of good cameras. We were able to get some very good locations. Yeah. And then a lot of good people decided to hop on simply because they love like the music that we do. Yes. We've already spoken of Rono and Mary Erica, and honestly, I didn't expect them to even say yes. I just decided to shoot my shot. Yes. And it worked out. It turns out that Rono is a big fan. And honestly, I'm a big fan of her stuff. Yes. So it worked out perfectly. Kamanja came through with the drip kama kawaida. Bro, the video just looks classy as hell. Captain Terrace, shout out to Captain Terrace. They allowed us to shoot there as well. It was dope. Let me put it like this. There was more stuff we could have put in the video that we ended up not putting because there was ambulance. The song is only 2 minutes and like 40 seconds. So
yo, Kalesa napiga na leather. Hey!
Look, unacheza na weather.
Unacheza na weather. Man, that's a big tune. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Something like that, yes.
That's shorter than your regular songs. What's that confirm to saizi? Steph, what's that kusho? Actually, it's shorter than your previous songs. No, Corazon is actually 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Napia Pilka Pilka is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep it short and sweet, man. Attention span.
Attention span,
yeah.
All right. Now, by the way, speaking of which, right, you dropped that major project. Was it 2019 or 2020? 2020 tukiwa ndani ya lockdown and all of that. Of course, that was an interesting time. Mziki haikuwa, it was a hard time to drop music, right? Of course, there was no live shows and everything. My interview pia unge pull up, all of that. But is there something in the works that's coming that's like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know if I'll do another... I mean, okay, never say never. But I don't know if I'll do another full R&B album. Yes. For a while, maybe at some point. But we're definitely working on some new music. Yes. I definitely want to do, and this time around, I want to do something with a bunch of collabos. Because as much as like in the beginning, I wanted to sort of introduce myself and wanted people to understand my sound. Now I'm in a position where I feel comfortable enough. I feel like people now know what I bring. So I kind of want to vibe off with more experiment kidogo niingize places sijaicheza. Like I did a Gengetone song at the beginning of this year, so that was an interesting experience. So kuendelea tu. All right, man. You know the doors are always open whenever you've got some brand new music. Kama kawaida kama dawa. So like we've said, next week tutakuwa nawe pale on the GMT podcast. There's a lot we need to talk about, man, with clearly South Sea's finest. Mype G, thank you very much for pulling up to the studio. Leo manzesho iko busy hatar. Lakini usibanduke, because now that you've said you want to experiment, I've got a lady who's coming into the studio, and I think you guys should get acquainted, because she's doing some amazing music. And me, if my friends are making amazing music, I want everybody to be friends, because music is beautiful. True that.
You understand? All right, shout going out to Steph Kapela. Hey, kwanza wacha tuchomoke na one of your jams right here. So Steph, wacha kwanza nikuambie, here's the thing, right? You need to make sure, by the way, how didn't you even tell us when the new project is dropping?
Which one?
No, you've said that you're about to, you've got something that you want to work on and all of that. Do you have a timeline to it?
Yeah, we are looking at least towards the end of the year. But at least that at the timeline yangu ni ikuwe imeisha by the end of the year. But when I release it, it depend na timing. It depend na wase wako njaa, wase hawako njaa. Cause it's important. Timing ni muhimu sana. Unaweza enda kuangusha kitu kaa wase wameshiba, ushangae ni aje mbona.
You know what I like about a man like Steph? I'm over here telling him I want to introduce him to the next person who's coming into studio. Kumbe wako na ngoma pamoja. Let's roll out with this one. You're out here just playing Mick. I'd actually forgotten that you guys have a song together. This one's called It's a Wave. Wendy K, Steph Kapela. Wendy's in the building. We're about to chop it up with her. She's very talented, and so is this gentleman, very talented. Two very talented individuals all together. Right here on Trace FM.
Yeah.